Hello everyone, it's me Krabi, and today we have a bit of unusual video. Well, did you ask yourself once for what happened between the classic and the X series? I mean, it's a mystery with a mysterious answer, and today I'm gonna show you guys my mysterious answer. Just be aware that this is all speculation, like all of what I will say might not be true, like at all. Even it has some evidence, as be completely aware that this series won't be against MegaMan. Why I said that? Well, you'll know later on in the video. Well, starting off, let's just say that Zero isn't the one responsible for killing all of the classic series characters. This could be the answer, but the creator of the MegaMan franchise, Keiji Inafune, says that Zero didn't kill or harm anyone at all. So that brings the confusion, like what else could happen? Well, let's see what could truly happen. Have you guys ever wondered why Dr. Light had capsules in every X game for X to be more strong? Well, what if I told you that these capsules could actually represent the power of the double gear system? Well, hear me out. In Mega Man 11, Mega Man can have the ability to slow down time, or basically makes him faster, and the ability to power his arsenals. Sounds familiar, right? Well, thanks for Rebloid Reaver for pointing that out. Well, let's say during any time of the classic series after Mega Man 11, of course, Dr. Light just wanted to build more advanced robots that can help the humanity if anything just went wrong, and if something bad happened to Mega Man. I mean, the double gear system is already dangerous for Mega Man, so maybe Dr. Light wanted the better for humanity and he built X just in case. Anyway, so what about Zero? Well, Dr. Wily is the creator of Zero anyway, so it would be a simple task for Wily, right? Well, since Base is completely disobeying Dr. Wily, so Dr. Wily decided to make a much better and advanced robot that can actually destroy Mega Man, and again with the double gear and such. Well, let's just keep this evidence in mind because we all need them later on. Well, let's just dive deeply in another story. In Mega Man Maverick Hunter X, which is a remake of the first Mega Man X, yeah, but it's still the same game but with updated graphics and slightly better story and cutscenes that explains better. Speaking of cutscenes, there is one specific cutscene that has some evidence that you will know. That scene is about Dr. Light building Mega Man X. As you can see, he's building him from scratch. So no, he's not like an upgraded Mega Man or anything. Mega Man X is an individual and fresh new robot that starts a new generation of robots called Rebloids. So that confirms that Mega Man X is just the classic Mega Man but more advanced. And something in that scene really caught me. Check it out.
What's the matter, Doctor? You look tired.
You truly are just like us humans, X. That's why I'm afraid that mankind is not quite ready to accept you. We are not yet mature. They may very well view your limitless evolutionary potential as something to be feared. The name X also carries connotations of danger.
As you all heard, Dr. Light said that X isn't ready to be unleashed yet for mankind to understand him. Well, that sounds true, yeah, but why he said that? He made Mega Man before and he helped the humanity and helped others from Dr. Wily's evilness. So that kinda makes no sense of what he said. However, what if there was something happened that made every person to think wrong about robots? Well, I guess you already know what I'm pointing to. Well, let's see, in Mega Man 2 The Power Fighters, well, in that game, Dr. Wily retrieved the power of evil energy, the same evil energy from Mega Man 2, as it also shows that Dr. Wily is building a more advanced robot. Wait, if that is true, so maybe that Mega Man 2 The Power Fighters is just like a look of what will happen after Mega Man 11 and afterward. I mean, this is just a fighting game, you won't play a classic Mega Man game that is just fighting bosses. Of course there will be platforming and such. And regarding of Dr. Wily building Zero situations, so let's see. Well, since Dr. Wily has the evil energy, so of course he would install it to Zero. But when you look at the Mega Man X series, you see that Zero is a hero and awesome Reploid and a good person overall, and not evil Reploid of destruction. As he is strong too, like Mega Man X, with the double gears as I said. But since that, Dr. Light kinda installs the double gears to his capsules, so that's why X is starting off like weak. But since that, Dr. Wily has the double gears already, so that's why Zero is pretty strong from the start. But what made Zero to be good? Well, that's even explained in Mega Man X4. Mega Man X4, when you play as Zero, you eventually discover how the characters that you are currently playing with is discovered. In the cutscene, you'll see that Sigma was a commander and a nice guy in general. But when he came across to fight Zero, he became a maverick. Well, let's see what happened. Well, in the cutscene, Zero was shown unsealed from his capsule, and he immediately attacked Sigma, and Zero seemed strong in that fight. Again, that bar represents the double gear mechanics as I assume. And in the end, Zero barely defeated Sigma, but then a mysterious color glowed from his forehead crystal. Probably this crystal had evil energy stored in, as then Sigma punched Zero's forehead, made Zero defeated, and Sigma became a maverick. Again, this power is probably the evil energy, but why it glowed and made Zero stop for a little bit? Maybe it made Zero weak or something, or maybe the installment of the evil energy was not even completed. Well, let's see. So we have like a clue that the double gears mechanics is stored in both X and Zero, as we know that the evil energy is stored in Zero, so what does that mean? Here's my speculation starts to play. After Mega Man 11 or maybe afterward, Dr. Light will start to build X again, assuming that something would happen to Mega Man, removing the double gear from him and insert a bit of power of these mechanics and save the double gears later on, to insert and install their power needed for Dr. Light's capsules for Mega Man X. That's why Mega Man X was a bit weaker than Zero when he was discovered. So anyway, Dr. Wily starts the usual story, 8 robot masters to fight, get their weapons and defeat Dr. Wily. But this time, Dr. Wily will be making Zero, assuming that he will be the last resort for Mega Man. Then Dr. Wily combines the double gear and the evil energy together, and then since Dr. Wily assuming will be the final boss, Dr. Wily will just borrow the double gears that he was installing for Zero, and he tried to install it to his capsule. But Mega Man will stop him from doing that, and he will insert it to himself, assuming that this is just a normal double gear. But when Mega Man inserted it to himself, then Mega Man kinda goes berserk. But since that is an overpowered and evil version of the double gear, so Mega Man will not handle all of that, making Dr. Wily escape quickly and sealing Zero away, because he knows what will happen next. Bass, Proto Man and Roll will try to do what they can do to stop Mega Man, but after a while, Mega Man will start to self-destruct himself and destroy every little thing around him because of all of these powers that are heavy load for Mega Man. Because these powers are meant for advanced robots like X and Zero. So that's why I would say Mega Man won't handle all of these powers. And so, this unbalanced power that Mega Man inserted led to explode and destroying everything around him in a huge radius. And that explains why Dr. Light said to Mega Man X that mankind are not ready for Mega Man X because they are afraid of any robots since Mega Man destroyed the whole city and of course all of the disasters that happened by Wily before. And how Dr. Wily survived? Well, he was building X. Of course it will be in laboratory, and laboratory of course will be underground or something. And Dr. Wily sealed Zero too, so of course they are both okay. And what happened to Wily, you would ask. So I think he was busy with the place that Zero was in to build Sergius and to insert his mind to Sergius. And Sergius goes to see the world after what MegaMan did. I know that sounds dark, but that's the only explanation I could find. I mean, I really don't want that to happen to MegaMan, but since that I know that there will be no MegaMan in the X series, so I'm fine with that. Also, I know some of you will say, so what about Quint? I know that he is a futuristic MegaMan, but that might be in another timeline or something. Well, thank you all for watching, and hope that series made a little bit of sense to you. Well, if you have your own series, so tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching everyone, and take care.